What's up, guys? Welcome to Blake's Garage. Today I got the BMW E30. As you can see, the engine's out. But what we're gonna work on today is beefing up the subframe for the S52 swap. All right, guys, so here is the S52. I've been doing like videos on all these little things, like doing the valve cover gasket, doing the oil pans, changing over to the E34 oil pan, you know, underdrive pulleys, all the gasket material that you need, everything like that. But now we are on to reinforcing the subframe. Now, I'll have a link down to these below if you guys do purchase these through me. It will help out the channel. So these are some Garagistic ones that I've had chilling for a while. I left them outside for a bit. This is no big deal. It's just some very, very slight surface rust. But we are going to reinforce the subframe. Now, I have Multimatic 215. This is a TIG, stick, and MIG machine. I'm just gonna go ahead and MIG this. I'm gonna do it with CO2 instead of 75-25 because I don't have argon CO2 mix. It'll be a little bit dirtier of a weld, but that's okay. So what I gotta do is get down under there and we are gonna put these on. I'll show you kind of from the top what we're gonna do. This is actually gonna go underneath. Ideally under here, which we'll be able to, kind of harder to see, but it's gonna go like this, guys. It's gonna go like that. And I'm gonna weld that all on. So I just gotta kind of clean off the paint down below, down underneath here, and get it raw so that we can weld on that. I'm just doing that spot and that spot. I know some other people, they do reinforce this area right here. I'll put links down to that below. I don't have those pieces. I'm not really that worried about those pieces, actually. My subframe is still in really good condition, as you can see. That's what you get when you have an automatic car. Yes, I've broken motor mounts with it, but you know, having an auto car, it's just been beat on for way less years. Plus, this is a California car. Well, actually, I think it was in Texas for some time, in Nevada, but you know, it's a West Coast car. We don't really have a ton of rust issues. After that, this little piece here, how does it work? There's the fitment I was looking for. So like this is the driver's side, kind of in there like that. And then pretty much, I think we're just gonna kind of clamp it down and I'll weld that in there, and then we gotta paint it, but you want it to be accessible for the bolt down below so you can get the bolt in. Obviously this would be easier with the subframe out of the car, but I think I could do this with it in the car. It's not that big of a deal, welding overheads. If you guys are worried about that, you know, take the whole subframe out, remove all the suspension. That doesn't really sound fun to me because it's not really necessary in my case. So yeah, let's get down to putting these in. As far as cleaning up the steel goes, I have this little sanding flap wheel I'm gonna put on this. It's pretty small. I have angle grinders, but obviously they're like fairly big with the 5-inch disc or 4-inch disc or whatever. Then I have this little wire wheel, which I will also put on there. I'm gonna try this out first because this will remove paint pretty quickly. I just kind of get it on those outer edges, and then I'll finish it up with this guy. So I'm gonna get all my PPE on, safety glasses. For welding, you should always be wearing a welding jacket. Why? Not just for burns on your arms, but for UV burns, because you don't want that cancer. It's no joke. I always see people just welding with like no gloves on, which is absolutely stupid. If you ever weld with no gloves on, you're an idiot. Yes, I said you're an idiot. You're just stupid. You're gonna burn the shit out of yourself. So don't do that. Wear gloves. You weld better with gloves on because you can get in there and you're not scared of touching the metal. You might say, oh, I'm not scared. Well, once you melt your hand off with 3rd-degree burns, you'll know. Real welders also wear gloves. So if you're not wearing gloves, you're not wearing some sort of FR stuff, it's just always good to have like a welding jacket or a welding shirt on as well. This one is pretty cool because on this little Miller jacket here, I can button my arms up really tight. This also helps because we're welding overhead. It's gonna help with getting crap down my sleeve, which sucks. It's not that fun. See this? When I have my MIG gloves on, these are MIG gloves. There are different types of gloves for different types of welding processes. These are some Tillmans, these are some TIG gloves. They are lighter because usually you're putting more direct heat into your weld, into a certain area, and you need to be able to manipulate the rod. With these MIG/TIG, these are like medium duty stick because stick you actually want even more heavy duty gloves because you're putting more heat in the material. You want to use the appropriate gloves for that as well. Now for the last thing here, I got 2 welding hoods. This is a newer one I have from Miller. This is my older one that I have. I like both, actually. Like this one for certain reasons and this one for other reasons. This one's very clear, it's nice, high quality. I haven't used it that much, honestly. Probably only used it like 3 or 4 times. The other one I've used a bunch. The only thing I don't like about this hood is that it does not, I don't know, I haven't been able to figure out how to get it to stay very well. I like to have it a little bit harder to where I have to kind of try. That's pretty good now. So I'm gonna get my beard tucked away here and let's try to weld this stuff up. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see under here. Slotted piece goes like right here. Yeah, that looks good. Yep, let's ground to the top of here. There should be a nice solid ground. I really can't see what the shit in there. So okay, so it's fucking shiny as shit up here. God, the sun is so bright. All right, so it's freaking out my welding mask, but anyways, I got a couple welds in there. They don't look that awesome. It's pretty bad, pretty dirty. It's pretty damn bad. It's okay though, I'm all right with it. Gonna do this side here. Maybe eventually, like, I'll do this taking it out. I didn't really get it that cleaned up in there, which is partly the reason this is happening. So let's try to get these other pieces on here. All right, so that's kind of how that's gonna go right there. Let me get my welding hood here. Try to get this one a little bit better. I don't know. So, very last little weld, looked okay. The other shit, definitely garbage. Just trying to get this welder really dialed in. I should have done some sample pieces. This part here looks fine though. This I might just hit with a grinder real quick because it doesn't look that beautiful, but that's all right. I'm okay with it. This is just for reinforcement. So I got the bolts in there, kind of lined up like that. It's all right. So I gotta get this thing in here real quick. I'm hot. Okay. Again, I'd recommend to do this on a lift or like on a table. But that's kind of what I got right there. It fell out a little bit right there, but everywhere else I was trying to go a little bit faster. This is okay. It's better than the last one. Definitely not super clean, but not the worst thing ever. I don't know. It's gonna do what it needs to do. Maybe I'll put a little bit more weld on the inside there. All right, so it's smoking, it's hot. I'm gonna have to take those bolts out and we're good to go on this side. Hot, I'm sweaty. My camera's kind of melted. I don't know if you guys could see that. Yep, there they are welded in there. There's that one. There's that one. I'm gonna go ahead and like paint those up. Recommend not doing this with the steering rack in, as I did melt some boot, so I'm gonna have to replace that boot on there. Kind of sucks. This side I did okay because I was able to get it away a little bit, but on one side I got a little jack. That's reinforcing the subframe for the motor mounts. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We will talk to you soon. I'm sweaty, I'm hot. Later, and wrench on.